to give you documentations, girl.
Are you high right now?
Yes.
Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. Quan's father is being held to the fire by social media. A lot of people are claiming that he condoned his son's drug use and found it hilarious that Quan was high about 90% of the time that they were together. Now, we don't know all the details. People are claiming that his father never tried to get an intervention for Quan. They're saying that his father was only interested in Quan's money. He was Quan's manager. And when it comes to Quan's dating decisions and his multiple baby mothers, his side pieces, Erica Banks came out and said that she had a relationship with Quan. They're saying that his father condoned all of these things as long as he was getting a paycheck from being Quan's manager. He didn't care if his son lived that type of lifestyle because he knew that that type of lifestyle would bring in revenue. People are saying all different types of things on social media, but I want to tell y'all to chill. Quan is no longer here. Let him rest in peace. His father is mourning his son. Let this man mourn. Prayers up. Rich Homie Quan's father breaks his silence with heartbreaking message after his son's passing. But when Quan was alive, and he asked Quan during a lie detector test if he was high, and Quan said yeah, his father looked like he wasn't going to stop laughing. He couldn't stop laughing. He also asked Quan if he was a cheater, and when Quan replied, his father laughed hysterically again.
Have you ever cheated on someone?
Hell yeah. Sorry.
Quan left this earth with 5 kids, no telling how many baby mamas. Erica Banks came out and shared a tribute of her and Quan all cozy, booed up, loving on each other. They're still trying to do a DNA test on her to figure out if he is a she or whatever the case is with Erica Banks. They're saying that's Lloyd Banks' little brother. People cracking all types of corny jokes on social media, but they're blaming his father for his decision making. Even though he had beautiful women that he had children with, he was still sleeping around on the side. His father is claiming that Quan and him was like best friends, so whenever Quan needed advice about anything, drugs, girls, money, you name it, he went to his father, and people on social media are claiming that his father never gave him the best advice.
I mean, you're his father, but it sounded like he looked at you as a mentor and really like a best friend. Like,
Yeah, we had a unique relationship because we were father and son. But we had a we called each other my best friend.
Regardless of what y'all talking about there in social media land, I condone his father for having a beautiful relationship with Quan. I love the fact that they were close. I love the fact that they were best friends. But according to Quan, he never shared everything with his father. He shared a lot of things with this man. Don't get it twisted. They had a bond. They loved each other to death. But Quan didn't keep it a buck with his father. There's one thing that Quan refused to let his father know about, and that was his secret bank accounts. He was hiding money from this man. He wasn't trying to let him in on all of the details about his financial situation. Out of all of the things that he trusted his father with, he didn't trust his father with money. So it is kind of safe to say that his father was money hungry when it came to Quan. And if that's the case, that could explain why he laughed so hard when Quan admitted that he was high on narcotics.
Do you have a secret bank account that no one knows about?
No. I thought this was gonna be an easy breeze.
But you asking questions about bank accounts and
He lied to his father and failed the lie detector test. And his father was not laughing as hard as he was laughing when Quan admitted that he was high on drugs. He let out a little chuckle, but it was a disappointment laugh. So therefore, things wasn't all peaches and cream between these two. When he got shot in the barbershop, he probably needed that shot in his ass. Now, nobody needs to get shot, and I don't want to see no violence against anybody. But this is sketchy. Now we're wondering who's paying for the funeral. Are they looking for Quan's secret bank account to pay for that? Do he have anybody in his corner that's willing to pay their own money to bury Quan with? Now, mind you, during this lie detector test, they could have asked each other anything, and Quan's father took it upon himself to ask about some monies that he didn't know about, that Quan was keeping to himself. He was concerned about if Quan was holding out and not paying up. His father was his manager, so he's trying to manage everything that's going on. He couldn't manage the codeine. He couldn't manage the pills. He couldn't help manage his addiction. He couldn't help manage the drugs. But he was concerned about managing that money. I feel like he's the father of the year, regardless of what y'all trolls out there is talking about, trying to make him look guilty for being a father. But y'all know money and family don't mix. Business and family don't mix. A lot of times it don't. And you figure with the insurance policies that people put out on their loved ones, by the looks of things, if I had to bet, I would bet that Quan's father had an insurance policy out on him. Without a doubt, if he's concerned about finances and secret bank accounts and things, he's up on game, he's up on paper. The part that tripped me out is after he asked Quan if he had a secret bank account, and Quan lied and told him no, and the lie detector determined that he was lying, his father turned around and asked Quan, does he believe that his father deserved a raise? He asked his son for more money. He was trying to pick Quan's brain to see if he would give him more money by asking him, do you think I deserve a raise?
do you think I deserve a raise? Not right now. No. He's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
His father asked him if he deserved the raise. Did he earn it? Quan didn't believe in his heart that his father deserved any more money besides the money he was already getting. So how much of a help was his father to Quan? Quan didn't feel like he was helping enough. Was it with the music? Was it with his addiction? Was it with his decision making? His father was his manager. So why wouldn't he want to give him a raise? Was he not on his job? Was he not taking care of business? Was he not caring enough? Is that the reason why Quan didn't want to give his father a raise? And what makes it worse, his father turned around and then asked him, would you ever give me $1 million? That's all he cared about was money during this whole lie detector process. He wanted to know about a raise, if Quan was withholding money from him, and now he wants to know, will you ever give me $1 million?
Would you ever give me $1 million? Yes. Okay. Now you want to see how tight I am, how stingy I am. What you saying? That's a lie. You gonna look over there at them. I would, though.
Quan said he would do it if he had it. If he had 10, 20 mil, he'll break his father off with $1 million. But his father was under the impression that Quan already had $1 million, and he wasn't trying to cough up that money. He was more concerned about himself and how he can get his hands on some bread. And now it makes me wonder, why did them boys shoot up his barbershop? Why did they get at his pops and shoot him in his behind? Why did they do it? Was his father doing dirty business? Was he holding out on contracts? Was he not giving the go-ahead for certain songs? And Young Thug took offense to that and sent YSL Woody up there allegedly to air out the barbershop. We don't know the answers to these questions, but we do know that Quan was on live a couple of times asking people to bring him them pills.
I'm on tour next week. You know, I'm gonna tap in with you out there. All right, that's bad. Hey, bring some of that. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. I ain't gonna even say it on here, but you know exactly what I want. You know exactly what I want, man.
He wanted people to pull up, bring that work. He had to have it. He needed it. And since his father was his manager, he had to know where the money was going. He had to be looking over the books. Was he concerned about his son's spending habits? Is that the reason why Quan had a secret account to keep his father up out his mix? Maybe that's the case. But the saddest part about it is the people that was rolling with Quan, they acted more like they were handlers instead of his friends. And whenever he got out of line, they threatened him with taking away his narcotics. So they knew how to get Quan back in line. If he didn't want to go with the program or do whatever his handlers told him to do, they would simply tell him, hey, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm going to take your lean.
Sorry, you got the neck, you got the break. Don't start that shit in here when I ditch my house. Out of all the spots you can get loud at, don't do that shit in here, bro.
Hey, shut up before I drink all your lean, man. Look, junkie, you grab that shit quick as junkie.
They called him a junkie, a flunky, a monkey, any disrespectful thing you can say to a man. And Quan let him do it.
Junkie.
Because he knew that these people were enabling him to continue doing what he was doing. And it's safe to say that his father may have been, allegedly was an enabler, according to the people on the internet. Me personally, I feel like his father is one of the best fathers out there. I said that on multiple occasions. I had to address this situation because of the trolls are talking, spectators are putting allegations out there about how his father never cared for him. I believe his father loved him, but it's a possibility that he loved that money more. And as far as this Erica Banks, they're claiming that she didn't want to have a three-way relationship with Quan and his baby mother because she didn't like the way she looked. She didn't think she was thick enough. She didn't like the way she dressed. And allegedly, she told Quan that she was a no-go. And that's the reason why Quan had to keep her on the side, because she didn't want his baby mother in the bedroom with them. Did his father know about this? His father knew about the cheating. I'm pretty sure Quan came to his father and let him know everything that was going on in his life because they were best friends. So why was Erica Banks online talking about how she didn't want Quan's baby mother in the mix because she felt like she was dusty?
A certain type of look, if she don't look how I want her to look physically, I don't want her to come, because the look of everything is so important to me. Like, if she ain't thick enough, no. Her not did good enough, no. Can't dress, no. Skinny, no. And it's like, I don't feel like I'm discriminating. I just want a certain type of look. She could be the sweetest girl I ever met in my life, but if she don't look the part, I don't want her to come. Like, that's just not the vibe I'm on. Now, she can come to the cookout, she can come to the listening party, but the club, I feel like gotta look a certain.
Oh my God, do. Y'all gotta let me know how y'all feel about this in the comment section, though. When y'all see King Von's father, show him nothing but love, because he's out here mourning, he's hurting, his son is gone. Rest in peace to rest in peace to Rich Homie Quan. I do apologize. You know, it's so many deceased rappers. I get their names mixed up from time to time, but one thing for sure, Quan is going to be missed forever. The ATL is mourning. I'm mourning as well. I'm trying to hold back my tears right now because I know sooner or later it's going to be another hot rapper that's going to be another got rapper. Either it's going to be to narcotics, or either it's going to be to street violence or STDs or whatever the case may be, man. Rappers are dropping left and right. But as far as Rich Homie Quan, I just want to say rest in peace. And I want to pray for his father and hope that he get through these difficult times. He left behind 5 kids. multiple baby mothers because of a drug addiction. Something that his father could have pulled him to the side and said, hey, son, put down the gun, Craig. You don't have to do drugs. You're greater than that. You're better. Out of all the people that come to his father's barbershop, they sit down and have conversations all day about life. How can he open his mouth and have a conversation about anything when his son is struggling with addiction and all he want to know is,
would you ever give me $1 million?
I gotta go. Y'all gotta let me know. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button. Rest in peace to Quan. For you people out there, I love you to death. And for all you ladies out there, y'all already know I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the docs. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out your pops all over a box of corn pops. This rhythm got your pop.